I'm back with another triggering topic. Now, today's topic is a home built on another woman's tears will never succeed. But before I get into it, let me give you a quick disclaimer. This video was filled with my thoughts and my thoughts alone. Everything is all alleged, nothing is factual. I do not know any of these people personally. Now, this is a commentary channel, and oftentimes I use clips and articles as part of my critical review, right along with fair use guidelines. Now that we got all of that out of the way, I just want to say that you guys know that I've talked about the Miss Nikki baby, LiAngelo Ball, Rashida drama, Miss Nikki baby. I talked about how LiAngelo dipped out on her after the birth of her second child by him. Then he popped out with Rashida. Then Rashida acted like LiAngelo Ball was a prize, a man that would abandon the mother of his two children, and that somehow she thought that he would do right by her. That was very crazy to me. And then she antagonized Miss Nikki baby and really allowed LiAngelo to triangulate her against Miss Nikki baby. And I really feel like LiAngelo appealed to Rashida's ego so much that she really thought that his actions were not a reflection of who he was as a man, but it was actually a reflection of his child's mother or Miss Nikki baby. Then Rashida went to the courthouse and married that man only for him to treat her the exact same way that he treated Miss Nikki baby in a matter of weeks. Impregnated her and started playing games. Embarrassed her on the BET Awards carpet and then had the nerve to file for divorce while she was pregnant. And honestly, I have never in my life seen karma come back for someone so quickly, so swiftly. Karma was faster than Sha'Carri Richardson. But you may be asking like, hey, Trig, we've already talked about this situation, so what's happened now? Well, Rashida is publicly apologizing to Miss Nikki baby after playing in her face, and she says that she's really thankful for the grace that Miss Nikki baby has given her. Now, she actually wrote out a statement which says this: I didn't want to speak on this, but the questions and assumptions have become overwhelming. So here is my truth. Yes, I'm going through a divorce. No, I won't share details while it's in litigation. And yes, I chose for my child's father not to be at my delivery. The decision came after months of emotional pain, hurtful words, and complete absence during the most vulnerable season of my life. For the last 5 months, I've done everything alone. Every appointment, every milestone, every challenge. Moments that should have been shared were lost because he chose not to show up. One of the most shocking moments was being told at 8.5 months pregnant to change our daughter's name, the name we agreed on at 10 weeks because it was too close to you and your girlfriend's name. The same woman I later learned he had been lying about while still living together, etc. This isn't for sympathy or I told you so's. I've taken accountability privately, and I want to publicly apologize to Miss Nikki baby for the pain I caused. I'm grateful we were able to talk, get clarity, and create space for healing and a positive future for our kids. Thank you to her and her family for supporting me during this pregnancy. Your grace means more than you know. But I won't protect someone who never protected me. Someone who disrespected me, lied on me, and pushed a one-sided narrative to avoid accountability, continue to inflict pain, and build broken homes. I haven't shared the worst of what I experienced out of respect for him as a father, a respect I never received in return. So no, I wasn't going to allow a 5-minute delivery room photo op for the internet. Parenthood begins during pregnancy, and even the smallest effort would have mattered. But it never came. I'm not bitter. I'm exhausted. I carried a child that belongs to both of us, yet I've carried this entire journey alone. Thank you to everyone who checked on me, prayed for me, or simply offered love. I know I've been quiet, but sometimes when you're in the middle of the storm, you truly don't know what to say. Your support has not gone unnoticed. I'm embracing this new chapter. I've learned, I'm healing, and I've stood on all 10 through the good, bad and ugly. Starting over isn't easy, but I'm stepping into the season stronger than ever. Now, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. This may be petty and it may be mean spirited, but I can't lie to y'all. If I was Miss Nikki baby, I wouldn't have shown her a lick of grace. Not when you talk bad about me in public on the internet when I'm a public figure and made it seem like I was the problem and you knew me and you didn't and you were going off what that fool told you about me like he didn't have a good motive to lie about me. Now, when you acted like you were better and more superior and you were sitting there taking pleasure in my pain, like, I just don't think that I could show you grace. Not when you were having intercourse with my man while my body was still healing from giving birth to his child. And my thing is, I just know that she was sleeping with him while he was still with Miss Nikki Baby because that's his MO. Men don't change their patterns. So that's why she said in the statement that he left her for a woman that he was telling her not to worry about. That's probably the exact same thing that he did to Miss Mickey Baby. That's how he gets down. And like I said, I just don't think that I could have extended her grace. Now, if she didn't play in my face, possibly. But the fact that she did, I don't think I could have. But I do understand that, and I'm not here to drag Rashida because I actually feel empathy for her because, like I said, she didn't do it to me. So I do feel empathy for her as a black woman because I do understand that it has got to be extremely embarrassing to get married in March, only for a man to leave you in June, 1 week after you announce that you are pregnant with this child, and for him to file for divorce from you that very next month. And then you look even more stupid than the woman that you thought that you were better than. And I just feel like when you think about it in that way, that has got to be an insanely humbling experience. So I don't think that people should tear her to pieces anymore. I don't think that people should tear her to pieces in the public eye because I honestly think that she's been humbled enough. I really do. I think that she's been hurt enough. And I hope that she does heal and is eventually able to put together the pieces of her life pre-LiAngelo. And I hope that she is able to be a great mother to her child and be happy. Now, let me get on. Let me really get on to who I really want to get on to. Come here, boy. Let me get on LiAngelo Ball. He is a disgusting piece of human scum. Playing with women's emotions, using and abusing them, and discarding them once he has extracted whatever he wants out of these women. And honestly, I just want to say this. If women treated men like this, like the way that LiAngelo Ball has treated both of these women, women would get deleted even more than they already do. There is no way that men would tolerate women being this callous with their feelings and emotions. Imagine this. Imagine if men carried babies and while men were healing, women were gone with the next man having a new baby with him. Men would be out here going nuts. But women would never. But women don't do that. Women just accept whatever emotional pain or deep betrayal that has been inflicted upon them, and they just move on for the most part. And I think a big part of that is because women have been conditioned and brainwashed to believe that betrayal and disloyalty and disrespect and infidelity is to be expected from men. And why should you trip about something that is inevitable, something that is natural for a man? Why trip about something that they can't help that they're doing? But they can help it. They just don't because they don't respect women. Because as much as this scumbucket LiAngelo betrays the women that he's supposed to be making families with, I bet he wouldn't okey doke a homeboy like this. I bet he wouldn't betray his brothers this way. I bet it's bros before 304s in those situations, but zero loyalty when it comes to women. And that's a really sick, twisted way to live, in my opinion, because These are men that literally despise women and have no respect for them, but they want to extract something from women that they deem valuable. They don't like women, but something from women fuels them. So something that they are taking from women powers them. True energy vampire, a true warlock spirit, and the desire to extract whatever it is that LiAngelo is taking from these women is an insatiable desire. He is never satisfied. And once he has extracted whatever he wanted, or once these women are no longer open to that extraction or that exchange of energy that he was receiving without giving anything back to the woman, he is out. He is gone. He is on to the next. And honestly, men like that, men like him, will receive the worst possible karma. What goes around comes around. Now, it may not happen today, and it may not happen tomorrow, but it will happen. And the repercussions for this, for the broken homes that he is creating and the broken hearts that he is destroying, it will be very real and very explosive. Mark my words. But what I found even more disgusting is that there is always going to be another woman that will entertain him. There's always going to be another Rashida, a woman that can see another woman be treated horribly, see her tears, see her pain, and think, well, that's on her. I'm better than her. I'm better than she is. That won't be me. My face is prettier. My booty is bigger. My smecks is better. My personality is more appealing. He would never do that to me. So I'm going to give him a chance because it will never be me. And then, lo and behold, it is you. But you know, there are several things to learn in this whole situation, to be honest. Miss Nikki baby is a cautionary tale. Rashida Nicole is a cautionary tale. And LiAngelo Ball is an example of a man that you want to avoid at all costs. Now, Miss Nikki baby was on Jason Lee's show begging for LiAngelo to marry her. And it was clearly obvious that he was never going to do that. She also should have never had children with him. I don't think that he deserved that from her. He had several red flags in that Jason Lee interview that he was not her person and he was definitely going to play in her face. And that was during baby number 1. So I have no idea why she proceeded with baby number 2. And it was obvious that he was there for a good time, not a long time. But she is what happens when you ignore the signs and the very real red flags right in front of your face that are flashing brightly red. Then Rashida is a cautionary tale for never thinking that you are better than the ex. If he cheated on her, if he okey-doked her, if he disrespected her, if he discarded her, even in certain situations where there's abuse, if he put his hands on her, he will do the same to you. No woman is better than the next. No one is too beautiful or too good to get cheated on. If he is a bad man, he will be a bad man to every woman. It is the character of the man, not the quality of the woman. Honestly, I hope that people understand that. Because a lot of men get over on women appealing to their ego. And you should never let a man appeal to your ego, truthfully. And let me just say this also. Once again, you can never, ever, ever build your happiness and your home on another woman's tears. It will always crumble. And LiAngelo Ball is an example of a Walking Dead zombie, energy vampire, warlock whose only purpose in life is to see how many hearts he can collect and how many hearts that he can break and how many homes that he can leave fatherless. Stay away from weird, monotone speaking men that look like this, that don't have an ounce of depth or soul within their eyes. Stay away from these men because I promise you they're going to take you through it and you're not going to like it. But anyway, please be safe and stay dangerous, ladies. I digress. If you watched this whole video and you truly enjoyed it, then please do me a favor and drop a 2 down below in the comments because, boy, LiAngelo Ball is boo to the boo to the boo to the boo 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 boo. Horrible, horrible man. And if you can't donate to my Cash App above to help support the channel, that's no problem at all. Just do your girl a free favor. I know times are hard out here and we all just trying to make it. Follow your girl on TikTok. I do live stream there exclusively. Also, follow your girl on YouTube. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my new uploads. And subscribe. And also, ladies, if you could, hype my video up. That really does help me. It really does. And it really does help get my video out there. And it keeps me motivated for making videos for you if you do enjoy the videos. So please do that for me. Do me a solid. And as always, ladies, please drop your thoughts, comments, and feelings down below.